husband didn't have any weapon. My husband didn't even have a knife on him. And I go up to him and say, why did you shoot my husband? Why? And he said to me, I must shut my mouth. He will shoot me too.
Greetings. Welcome to EDTV News Channel, the People's Channel. In this report, I have a few stories for talk about, including 2 international news. Stay tuned for the full reports. Blessings to all subscribers and viewers. If you're here for the first time, you can support the channel by like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. So we'll start off with the international news coming out of Florida, where a 72-year-old man was gunned down by his neighbor, allegedly for playing music too loud. So we'll get into the report. A Florida grandfather preparing to celebrate Thanksgiving with his families and friends was shot and taken out by his neighbor inside a gated community as the two argued over loud music. Early on, McLean, 72, was gunned down just after 3:30 p.m. in the Somerset Drive apartments in Lauderdale Lakes on Thursday, according to the Broward County Sheriff Office. McLean had gone down to talk with the suspected shooter, who lives in the unit below his apartment, after the man reportedly complained about the grandfather's music being too loud. Police said an altercation broke out and the unnamed suspect pulled out a gun and fired a fatal round. He was playing his music and the guy said he was playing it too loud. McLean's wife, Rose, told the news media. So my husband, he went down to him. The grieving wife said she was unaware her husband had gone downstairs but knew something was wrong when she heard a single gunshot. I heard the gunshot, boom, and I just fly to the door. I see my husband lying face down in a pool of running red water, she said. Rose McLean claimed the alleged shooter didn't show remorse for the shooting and threatened her life if she did not stop talking. He wasn't sorry. He was just standing looking at me with his gun in his hand, the same way, she told the news media. I go up to him and I say, why did you shoot my husband? Why? And he said to me, if I did not shut my mouth, he would shoot me too. McLean, a private bus driver, was a father of 2 sons and a grandfather. Anywhere he is, I am always with him. We are like a team together. For him to be taken away like this, trust me, it's very hard, said Rose. McLean's pastor, Tracy McLeod, led a prayer circle with the victim's family and friends outside the apartment as they waited for the police to update them on what led up to the shooting. It is crazy how mankind has gotten to a place where we don't honor life like we should honor, McLeod told the news media. Who would have thought something tragic like this would happen? Lauderdale Lakes is located 32 miles north of downtown Miami. The suspected shooter remained at the scene and was cooperative when he was detained and interviewed by the police. He claimed self-defense in the shooting, police said. No, people, trouble not set like rain. It cleared people that both of these neighbors didn't get along. Now, people, we'll move on, this time to another international news. Jamaican man gets 7-year sentence in TCI, busted on gun charges and immigration violation. So we'll get into the report. Killy Killy DESOUZA, a Jamaican man who was arrested on gun-related charges and immigration violation in the Turks and Caicos Island, TCI, was sentenced to 7 years in prison by TCI Supreme Court on Tuesday. The Royal Turks and Caicos Island Police Force were investigating an incident in which DESOUZA had reportedly inflicted knife wounds on another man. On September 21, 2022, when they were about to apprehend DESOUZA, he pulled a firearm on them. the police still managed to take him into custody and retrieve the firearm, a loaded Taurus Millennium G2 9mm pistol with its serial number erased. He was charged with possession of the firearm and the ammunition linked to the weapon. At the time of his arrest on the gun charge, DESOUZA was on bail for a 2020 wounded with intent charge following a stabbing incident. The matter is believed to be drug-related. After that second arrest, it was discovered that he had overstayed his time on the island by more than 3 years, and he was slapped with the immigration violation charge. At his sentencing hearing on Tuesday, the TCI Supreme Court noted that the offenses were serious. It handed DESOUZA a 7-year sentence for carrying a firearm, 7 years for ammunition, and 2 months imprisonment for overstaying leave to remain in the country. The sentences will run concurrently. The court stipulated that at the completion of the sentence, DESOUZA, Killy Killy, will be deported to Jamaica. Now, people, we'll move on, this time to local soil. Rampus shot and taken out in Spanish Town, the old capital. So we'll get into the report. St. Catherine was the scene of a brazen daylight shooting on Sunday that resulted in the dropout of a man at the Spanish Town Center. Police have so far identified the man by his alias Rampus. He is believed to be a laborer of Marchpen Road, Spanish Town address. The police say about 10:30 a.m., Rampus was on Burke Road when he was pounced upon by 2 men armed with handguns. The men fired shot hitting Rampus all over his body. He was taken to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was pronounced you-know-what. The Spanish Town Criminal Investigation Branch is probing the shooting. Now, people, still in the parish of St. Catherine, man allegedly shot and injured by brother. So we'll get into the report. A 46-year-old man was allegedly shot and injured by his brother in Epsom City, Spanish Town, St. Catherine on Saturday. Reports are that about 12:50 p.m., explosions were heard along Willowdale Avenue in the community. The police say it was later discovered that a man had been shot by his brother. The injured brother was taken to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was admitted for his injuries. The police have not yet revealed the motive for the shooting. Now, people, we'll move on, last but not least, to the parish of Portland. Man charged with the murder of fellow inmate at Portland locked up. So we'll get into the report. An inmate at the Buff Bay police station lockup has been charged with murder following the beaten death of a fellow inmate in September. The accused is 22-year-old Malik Lewis, a baker of White River, Buff Bay in Portland. Lewis was charged with the dropout of 57-year-old Patrick Perry, a farmer of Long Bay in the parish. The Portland Town Police say about 10:05 a.m. on September 20, Perry was in lockup at the station when a commotion was heard on the cell block. The officers visit the cell and Perry was found unresponsive. He was assisted to the hospital where he is being treated after he was severely beaten. On September 29, Perry succumbed to his injuries. The police say Lewis was charged on November 21 after a question and answer session in the presence of his attorney. His court date is being finalized. So there you have it, people. Please leave your comments in the comment section and tell me what you think. One aim, one God, one destiny. Walk good, talk good,